Hi YouTube, I am back. Sorry, but it's been so long. I am doing a face routine video today. I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to be doing my everyday routine in two parts. My face, pretty much, and then my eyes, my lips. So, first of all, I've already applied my foundation, my concealer, and my powder. So what I did is, be sure to cleanse, exfoliate, moisturize, put on a good primer. I've used the L'Oreal, the anti-redness primer, and then I used my Dream Liquid Mousse in Classic Ivory Light 2, and then I used my Hard Candy Concealer palette to conceal. Now, I don't know if you can tell or not, but I do have a couple of blemishes. I have one great big one right here on my cheek, and then I have a recovering one over here. And then I have a couple down here, but they're not too noticeable. But now, as you can tell, this pimple right here isn't completely covered up, but that's not the point. The point is to even out your skin tone as much as you can. And then I applied my Dream Matte Powder, and this one is broken, so I don't want to tip it over. But this is in Cream Light 4 to 5. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Now, like I said, I did apply the powder with my big fluffy powder blush. Next, I like to apply my blush. I know I look a little bit funny because I have no eye makeup on. And today I'm going to be using my NYX blush in PB03 Angel here. It's just a, I just dropped it. It's just a, it's kind of broke, so I don't want to lift it up, but it's just a pink, just with the slightest bit of shimmer in it, a light pink hair color. If you can see, you can't see that, never mind. So just get that on your blush brush and tap off the excess because you don't want too much. I kind of like to smile a little bit, find the apples on my cheeks. Sorry, I'm looking down into a mirror. Just apply that all over the apples of your cheeks, and you want to make sure that you bring it all the way back. So I'm going to get a little bit more on my brush, tap it off so I don't get too much. Okay, now I don't know if you guys are going to be able to tell or not. I've kind of adjusted the lighting a little bit. I have my light on that's on my vanity, and I've also opened up my window so that I have a little bit of natural light coming in. So I do apologize. I'm working on my lighting, I'm working on my setup. My new laptop should be here this week, so that will be great. So just go ahead. I like to kind of build this blush up because it is kind of sheer. So, okay, now that we've got our blush on, I like to go just over the bottom of it with my powder blush again, just to make sure it's blended really well. And next, we are going to go in with our bronzer. Just any bronzer you want. You can use a matte bronzer if you want to contour. No, hang on, I'm getting a phone call. Oh, sorry about that. If you want to use a matte bronzer, you can, but I'm not really contouring. I am just giving my face a little bit of color. So I'm just using some cheap bronzer that I have. And I always just go back in with my powder brush because, of course, you're going to wash it. So just get that on your brush really good. Tap off any excess. And I like to do the 3E. Be sure and take it down your neck. So just get it in there really good, tap it off. Do the other side. Now my bronzer isn't matte, it's got a tad bit of shimmer, but it's not going to make me look like... Ooh, just got a voicemail. It's my Tweety Bird notifications. But, okay, so after you got your bronzer on, I don't know if you guys can tell, I definitely can. It gives me just a slight bit of color. I don't want anything too major because I am very pale. So after you've done that, you are going to go in with a highlighter. Now, what you're going to do with the highlighter, I'm just using this, is just a cheap one from Physician's Formula. It's translucent pearl. It's just a very light shimmery color. Here, mine's kind of cracked a little bit. And I'm just going to go in with an e.l.f. angled brush because I find that it gets my highlight better. Now, what you want to do with the highlight is highlight where the light will naturally hit you. So you just want to pack up your brush. You don't want to get too much. Tap it off. Top of the cheekbones here. Bring it back. You always want to be sure and bring the product back so that you don't have any gaps. Alright, and then you're going to, I always like to bring it down my nose, up the middle of my forehead a little bit, Cupid's bow, and then down the chin. Now on the Cupid's bow, it's going to make your lips look a little poutier, so I like to take my finger, dab a little bit into the mix there, I'm not trying to flip you off, and then put a little extra right in the Cupid's bow. And that is it. That is my face routine. That's all I do. If you want to go back over it with your powder to kind of set everything again, you can, but everything we've used after the powder is powder. And my face is kind of dry right now, so I don't really need any more powder. Basically, the number one thing with your foundation is you want to blend, blend, blend. The reason why I didn't do my foundation on camera is because it takes me a little bit to blend it, and I just use the best tools I have, and that's my fingers. Bring it down your neck, make sure it's the right color, and you are good to go. I hope this was helpful for some of you guys, and I'm going to go ahead and do the second part of this video, which is the eyes and the lips. So please go check that out if you haven't already. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.